he called up his buddy Dave, and he said, Dave, I hate this guy. You know what I'm going to do, Dave? I'm going to write a 19-page script. I'm going to blow up the Razor Crest in the next episode. You think I won't? Boom. Razor Crest gone. Couple of things I want to say here. Okay, here it is. Let's talk about Dr. Doom. Let's talk about Giancarlo Esposito. Vegas betting odds have Giancarlo Esposito as the far and away leading choice or leading probable choice for Dr. Doom in the MCU. So they have him as the far and away favorite. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I love Giancarlo Esposito. I don't think he's right for Victor Von Doom. However, let me tell you a thing about The Boys Season 2 and The Mandalorian Season 2. Let me tell y'all something. They both set up Giancarlo Esposito as a significant part of their second season. They sprinkle a little Giancarlo in at the end of their first season, and you get a tease, and you're like, whoa, I like that.
I love it!
And then I gotta be real. I think both of those seasons, to say they underused him is an understatement. He was super underutilized. I really didn't like it. And then let's talk about The Mandalorian. Let's talk about The Mandalorian, dude. Everything that Giancarlo Esposito said in the interviews and stuff leading up to The Mandalorian got me so hyped, bro. Got me so hyped to see him with the Darksaber. Is he a Vizsla? Is he force sensitive? Is he going to be cutting through people? How did he beat Bo-Katan? What's going on? This is crazy. Man, I'll tell you, if there's one thing disappointing about the second season of The Mandalorian, it is definitely the depiction of Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon didn't do Dickie McGee's acts, and he turned into a little baby back bitch. As a Giancarlo Esposito fan, I'm sick of it. Gus was a ruthless, heartless, chill-inducing villain. And he has not been given a proper role since then. And so, whether or not it's Magneto, or Dr. Doom, or some other MCU villain, I would hope that Marvel casts Giancarlo, let him be everything that we know he can be as a villain. There are some aspects of Doom that I think he could nail. He'd be great at. But to be honest with you, like, I don't know. I just can't. There's something missing there. There's something. I don't see it as Doom. I can't explain it. It's just a feeling. It's just a vibe. It doesn't hit me right. I can't explain it. Him as Magneto, I can absolutely see. I could absolutely see him as Eric. He makes sense to me as Eric. You know what I mean? But Victor, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, and Norman. Okay, so let's talk about Norman Osborn, because I see the chat going crazy about Norman. He could crush it as Norman. He would be an incredible Norman Osborn. Absolutely. And if he had a scene, let's say, with another Norman Osborn through a multiverse thing, and we got Willem Dafoe and Giancarlo Esposito to have a scene as two Norman Osborns plotting? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, gee, Rick, that's pretty crazy. I want to tell you guys a funny story, okay? So let's... Don't share this stream out, you know? Don't,
I like that laugh.
Okay, let me tell you this completely fictional, hilarious story. So, once upon a time, Pedro Pascal made a super strong big play, and Jon Favreau was so upset that he stormed out, and he said, you know what I will do? He called up his buddy Dave, and he said, Dave, I hate this guy. You know what I'm gonna do, Dave? I'm gonna write a 19-page script. I'm gonna blow up the Razor Crest in the next episode. You think I won't? Boom, Razor Crest gone. Total fiction that we just talked about there. Should we get into Q&A? Okay, let's get into some super chats. I'll knock out some super chats. We'll do some Q&A. Who knows? Maybe we'll get into some other shenanigans. I'm in a feisty mood. Naldo with the $5 holla. If Esposito does play Magneto, maybe they should base his backstory on the Rwandan genocide? Okay, sure. Yeah, so that's interesting, right? There are all, I think the point is, what Naldo's sort of bringing up is that there are all sorts of horrible things that have happened on the planet, and you can maybe potentially insert one of those to maybe replace the sort of Holocaust survivor aspect of Eric's story. I'm open to that. I know some fans would be furious about that. Look, fans are really particular with these toys. You know, these particular toys, they're very particular about. So we want to be sort of cognizant of that. I will tell you that I've often thought it would be enough if they want to modernize it, I would just make his family be Holocaust survivors. Like, why wouldn't you just make Giancarlo Esposito live in modern day, be part Jewish, also be a student of civil rights, and just like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just kind of update it. I don't know. Maybe that is horrible and people would hate that as well. Who knows? Ricky says with the $5, maybe we will see more Gideon in the Rangers show. It wasn't it rumored that Bo-Katan and Cara Dune show? Maybe show her with... Wait, what? Maybe show her losing the saber. Okay. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible we could see that. I think Gideon could be a character that's used and popped up in other medium. Potentially in the future of The Mandalorian. I just don't see it, man. I really don't. Trev says, oversaturated as a villain. Let him be heroic. Are you talking about Giancarlo? Are you talking about... Doom? You're probably talking about Giancarlo, and I suppose that's fair because he has been typecast as a villain a lot. Scott says, Josh, have you finished Squadrons? And if not, when will you? Loved watching you and Theory play. So just to be honest with you, it's weird. Like, I'm much more of a multiplayer guy. Like, I love multiplayer. So I actually haven't played much of the story in Squadrons at all. Mason says, Cillian Murphy as Doom. Carlo as Magneto because of age. Hey, that seems to make sense, man. And yet, Cillian Murphy would be great. There's a lot of people that could play Doom really well. All the people that I think could play... Here's what it is. I want you to think about this. The Bill Burr episode of The Mandalorian, okay? That kind of creepy officer, okay? That guy has certain characteristics. He's very creepy, menacing. He evokes these sort of uncomfortable feelings. Just very, very like... So, to me, Dr. Doom has to evoke the feelings of like a Eastern European Bond villain. Let's see here. Alo says they will make a Grogu and Luke show and retcon The Last Jedi. This is the way. Hashtag nerd version. Hashtag Groshgu. Ooh, Groshgu. That's kind of cool. Yeah, as far as the retconning of The Last Jedi, no goddamn way. But it's Christmas time, so I won't go super hard on you. And if Disney retcons the sequel trilogy, I'll shave my head live. We're gonna call it there. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.